isometric projection, basically what you're doing is you've got a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay, so 30, 60, 90. Okay, so, and this is still a sketch, so I'm going to use this really loosely. I'm not going to be a huge slave to it, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to start with a perpendicular line. Okay, so that's like a 90-degree angle right there, all right? A little off, but you know. And I always start with a fairly light hand. All right, so, but if I'm doing an isometric projection, basically how it's defined is it's two 30-degree angles. Like that, all right? So, and then I'll come back. And this is just kind of making sure that my stuff is like perpendicular. All right. And then I can take that same 30-degree and I just transfer it up. Okay. And this is why it's a sketch, because I'm not actually, I'm using this as a guide, but I'm not, it's not actually like a technical, everything is precisely at a 30-degree angle. No. All right. So this is basically a cube that I would start with, right? So, all right. So I'm working on that. Now, let's say I am, you know what, for the sake of ease, I'm going to make a slipper chair out of it. All right. So what I have to figure out is, okay, if this is my back height, right? I'm going to make a note. Back. Hey, honey.
Good morning, ladies.
Height. Okay, so if that's my back height, I got to figure out where my seat height is. So my seat height's basically, okay, let's say if my back height was going to be 30 inches, right? My seat height's going to be roughly 18. So halfway would be 15, right? If my back height was 30, right? So half of that's 15 inches. So I'm going to say, all right, so it's going to be slightly higher if it's, because your average seat height is going to be 18, 19 inches high. I don't expect you guys to know that. The only reason I know that is because I used to sell this stuff. All right. So I'm going to kind of make a couple little marks to figure out my proportions. All right. So from here, and I suggest that you guys do this off of, have a picture and try and draw off of the picture, because trying to do it cold is a little difficult. All right. Okay. So here's my seat. There's my back. So what I've got to start to figure out is I got to start figuring out my back heights and all that other kind of stuff, right? So my seat, I'm actually going to have a cushion, all right? And then I'm going to have a rail. So here's my, so there's my cushion, rail, and then I'm going to have a back thickness. That. Okay, so that means that I could get rid of, and I just put like little X's in the stuff that I don't want to keep. All right, and let's say I want to have a, like, this is my back rail, so that would be the structure. What if I wanted to have a cushion in front of that, because this seat's looking awful deep, right? So I'll go ahead and make another box in front. Oops, I completely got that off. See, Sam, I'm not perfect.
Yes, you are. Practically perfect in every way.
Yeah, that would me. Papa's. Okay. All right. So, and it's looking pretty blocky, right? So what I can do is just soften up that line now that I have the proportions in. So it reads a lot more like a cushion. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. Because remember, it's upholstered, so it's going to be softened up. Okay. And then I got to get some legs on here.